Why hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Last time I told you I would meet you here at the Gerudo Fortress, and so I did. Because there's a training ground. Don't take that too literally. After all, you need pretty much every item in the game to be able to beat it. Oh well. Also, sure, take my 10 rupees. I know that I can find at least 100 rupees in here. Now this is an interesting dungeon with a lot of stuff to do. Yay, one door open. I did a test run of this yesterday to see if I could do it. And I can. So we are going to go through this dungeon today. Yay! I think this setup will do nicely for now. I'll ignore the chests for the time being. And I want to go to this room first. It allows us to not go this way later. And take a nice little shortcut. So much for those guys. So much for that Dodongo. And so much for this Dodongo. So now you'd think you have eliminated all enemies in this room. But no, there's one more. This armor statue thing still exists. And the interesting thing, we can kill it with the Bigoron sword. Which is nice. Oh, it was too late for that heart, I guess. Well, too bad. But yeah, every room in this, well, dungeon has a nasty puzzle or a challenge waiting for us. So now that we have this small key, you know what, let's open the chests, why not? Should just be some arrows and some bomb chew. The passage through the middle is something we will enter from another side later. I will just use that door eventually to come back out off screen. Actually, no, I won't. Maybe. I have plan for the future. Eh, come on, it's just one of them things. How hard could it possibly be? But considering I've decided I insist on wearing the hover boots, this could have gone much worse. Then again, wearing the hover boots is quite convenient, since if you stand still and do the jump attack, you don't go forward quite as much as with the normal leather boots, I think. Also, yay, blue rupee, totally worth it. So in this room we get to collect all of the white things. Oh, come on. I missed. Wow. I guess I'm gonna get that later. So as for this one, we are on a limited timer. Fortunately I did this yesterday, so I know roughly where everything is. Come on, hit the damn thing. Excellent, and hit the jewel as well. So there's a firewall, can go through there. Here we get hit by ice, but that's alright. So this is all kinds of fun. Don't want to go too far. Let's go a little bit to the left for that one. Got it. Excellent. There's another one inside this trap, and we are done. The nice thing, if you ever want to get back here again, we can just hookshot up there and hookshot through the fire to this pillar. So yay. Another one of defeating all enemies. And they brought our best friends, the Skeleton Knights, because they are so difficult to deal with. Well, if you only have the Master Sword, I guess this would be a challenge. Come on, Spider Man. Have a hookshot in the face. A wall of red ice, you say? Ain't that the thing? Well, fortunately, there's some blue fire over there. Also, arrows. Wow, nice. Just what I absolutely needed. Oh, well. So, can I only enter this passage with the silver gauntlets, naturally. To find some enemies that I don't think we've seen a whole lot of. From the water temple. Oh, come on. I almost had you destroyed. At least the spin attack is quite useful against them. Both of them, that is. And here we get useless 50 rupees. Yay! Ah, sure, bombs can despawn. There's nothing else in this room. I checked yesterday. In the original version there were a couple of invisible chests. So in order to continue, we are going to need to eat a fairy. So we have a spare bottle. Unless I wanted to drink my blue potion, which I kind of don't. Anyway, now we have blue fire to get up to where we want to go. We need a time block. It's kind of essential. Man, this game is super easy if you know what to do. There's a hole in the wall, by the way. It's kind of good to know. That hole existed in the original game as well, and there was a hookshot target at the ceiling. Not so in this one. Oh, well. In the next room we are going to need the bow. So might as well unequip the bottle. So if you want, you can hookshot onto the top of the statue. That's not necessarily a wise thing to do. So if you look closely, there's a crystal switch in the fire. I'm trying to hold the camera steady, but yeah, it's a thing. Now I could potentially hookshot onto that and land in the fire and run around the statue that way. That's how I found the crystal switch originally, but it's nasty to get up back out of. You don't want to do that, man? With that crystal switch, we can open this door. How nice. And there's nothing here. Well, great. However, I want to see... can't use Furore in this dungeon. Okay, it is straight out a lie that you can't use Furore in any dungeon that doesn't have a map and compass. Because blind the eyes of the statue. I know of at least one dungeon where this is possible. I was just hoping that we could use it in this one. Anyway, yeah, to blind the eyes, you have to shoot them with arrows. This used to be a statue until it got 4 arrows to the eyes. Poor thing. And of course the chest appears on the completely other side. Let me guess, there's arrows inside. No, it's Bombchu. Well, same difference, really. Just in case you didn't have maximum Bombchu already. So in this room, defeat all enemies again. With a Master Sword, you may need to jump attack these guys to get them killed. With the bigger one sword, this is not so much a problem. So I want this magic. So now for the Dark Nut thing. What are you called anyway? I was targeting that guy, Navi. Don't be lazy. Iron Knuckle. Sure. And he dies. Well, too bad for you, guy. I don't think we have much use for the bow in this place, though. We do have a use for the... Actually, no, we don't. Yes, bombs. Yay, arrows! So, this switch deactivates the fire, but there's nothing inside of the fire. Well. Oh, but you look at that, there's a switch. Barely visible in the wall. Yesterday I had a hard time hitting this thing with a hook shot. But I shouldn't mind trying again. Yeah, well, bombs it is. That didn't quite work. I was better at this yesterday. Come on! Finally! Yeah, makes the chest appear inside the fire. And what do I need in the next room? I think fire arrows. Just to unequip the bombs. We'll see. Also, Link, don't be stupid about hitting switches. I didn't deactivate the fire earlier because, well, the key the switch unflips eventually and the fire reappears. Of course. Die, switch. Die a horrible, horrible death. What did that make appear? Probably that hookshot target up there, which is going to be quite useful for us. Verily. So, well, first order of business, we need to light up that torch over there. It won't stay lit forever, so yeah. Hit the torch, Link. Link, don't be an idiot about this, please. So now there is... I don't like this room because of the ice physics you get from the boots. No, Link? Hit the hookshot target? Yes. And just in time as well, because the fire comes back on. But I think I got this. I think. Just need to collect the rest of the white jewels and I can fall into the lava as often as I want. Pretty much. No, Link! That's a problem with 3D Zelda games here. Targeting is the same button as looking in a direction. The underwater gems, you say? Before I do that, let's take care of this guy. Can be attacked with a hookshot quite easily, but you wouldn't normally know that because I don't think you ever fight these guys as adult Link. It's a thing. Oh well. So in this place we might as well select the hammer, and we need some shiny iron boots. Also, we are going to tank a couple hits. Like that. Now let's get to killing. Come here, birdie. Oh, you pretty birdie. So, and number 3. Excellent! And no more enemies to deal with. So, to get these gems, or rupees, whatever, we want to essentially hookshot through them. That's one. That one seems a little bit difficult to get. Actually, no, I should be able to get it from here. Yes. There's only 3 of these white things around. Actually, I might be able to get that one. Like this. Also, there's a whirlpool in case you insist on swimming. It makes you go round and round. So in this chest we should get the final key. Yes, there's only 3 keys in this dungeon. In the original version of the game, the original Ocarina of Time, I think there were 9 keys in total. So, oh, by the way, if you go over there, this is probably the way you were supposed to come into this room from. And it leads back to where we once were, with that armor statue that I killed. You know, the one, the first room I went into basically, at the beginning. And it wouldn't have been too much out of the way, I guess. Oh, well. Loser! What? Calling me a loser like that? Yay, 5 rupees. I'm so excited! Ow. That hurt my voice a little. That door leads back out in case you want to get back out, which I want later. But first, there's actually a little secret room up here. I know this because there's a key here in the original. Yeah. You can also just climb these fences. All of them. But only this leads to a secret room. I think. Dang, I hope I come to a point where I get to cut out stuff. So I can drink a sip to fix my voice after that thing earlier. Ooh, exciting! So, and here we finally need our 3 keys. In the original version you needed keys for all of these doors. And you actually only needed 7 keys in order to get to the end. But you could couldn't have entered the room from the direction which I came from. So, I wonder what's in this chest. Man, I'm so excited. A switch and a chest appeared somewhere. Well, I wonder where that chest could be. Oh well. Remember that room with the statue that we had to blind? Yeah? Well, I'm going to meet you there in a minute. And I'm back in that room with the fire and the statue. And it's actually through this door that we want to go. Remember, there's a switch in the midst of the fire that activates it. And in here we get a big chest. Well, let's see what's inside. It is the most useless item in the game. It is too. You only get this pretty much at the end of the game. And enemies with elemental weaknesses exist, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. You can freeze a lot of enemies into their tracks with that, and it could be quite useful if you could get this much earlier in the game. Oh well. Next time we will meet our special person and enter the end game. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is Legion, and fare thee well.